Tell us your name.
Verlin Hoppel Savage, and this is my husband Terry Savage. We live in Waverly. We did live 7 years in Ohio and 7 years in Kansas, but we moved back in 2007 to my hometown. Terry's from Shell Rock.
Well, I think one thing the class would like to know about.
No, you're not going to.
I'm going to.
George.
I'm going to guess. Was it the fall of 1958, 57, and you were always very quiet and very shy, and you wouldn't have done anything your parents told you not to do. So, tell us about the car.
George, you're putting this in video.
So this would be beautiful to look back on.
Well, Rosemary, Briner, Ruth Ann, Mike. No, excuse me, it wasn't Ruth Ann. Usually it was Ruth Ann, but it was Jeannie Mosier Wagon. We were decorating the float for homecoming at my folks' garage. And we ran out of toilet paper, which is what we stuffed the chicken wire with. So I just got my driver's license, and I told my mom I had to go to get toilet paper because we ran out of it. So I'm gonna kill you. Anyway, I told her we had to go get toilet paper. So I took our brand new 1957 Oldsmobile that was 2 weeks old, and I drove it. I drove it, but they were with me. We went to Waverly, but we went to Shell Rock first and kind of messed around there, and then we were, remember the old highway with the shoulders that was very narrow in Shell Rock? So I didn't want to drive on that road coming home because I was an inexperienced driver, so I decided to take the gravel roads home, and I hit loose gravel and rode my folks' brand new Oldsmobile.
Brand new Oldsmobile.
Many times.
Her and I went to country school for 8 years.
And we rode not hurt. That was good.
Luckily, no damage.
Yeah.
No physical damage. No telling the emotional scars.
We just about did it last week. We went to Michigan.
Terry,
Really?
my goodness.
She went to sleep. I wanted a little nap.
Right, and so did she.
It was bad. I almost did it again. We went over 2 lanes of traffic on the interstate and into the median, and I mean, I kept it under control.
Well, I'm glad you survived.
Yeah, I would have missed this.
By the way, thank you for helping so much with the reunion. Tell us your name, where you're living.
Catherine Roschke Schaefer, living in Waverly still. This is my husband Ron. What else do you need to know?
That was very clear, one of the best, by the way. Tell us about your career. What did you do?
I was a secretary for, help me run.
Well, you were doing great. I'm going to take that all back. For Area 7.
Okay.
Bulk rehab, and then I went to Bremwood. I worked at Bremwood for 22 years.
Okay. Well, you've spent a lot of time on this event.
Yeah.
We really appreciate all the committee has done, and you've been one of the main leaders. So
Well, it's been a lot of fun. We've had a good time.
Like I said, we had great lunches.
That's right.
I know who did the work and who was just here for the social.
No, you're right. I was social, and they did the work. I admit it.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming. Nice seeing you again. We'll see these videos down the road. All we want you to do is tell us your name, where you're living.
Okay, my name is Trevona Hesse Dravis, and this is my husband, Marvin.
Marvin, George Beebe. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming.
We live in Tripola, Iowa.
Okay. And what have you been doing the last 50 years?
Don't go away,
I
John.
was director of school food services in Tripola for 25 and a half years, and my husband was a John Deere employee, and now he is a farmer's assistant.
Well, that's good. You're still working? Yes. Productive. I like to see that. Yeah. And Trevona, are you retired?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so what do you do? What are your hobbies? What do you do?
In my spare time, I take care of Marvin because he loses everything.
I read that. I wanted to hear you say that after I read it. I wasn't expecting somebody so clear-headed and so. Okay. Any traveling?
I've been to Arizona. We've been to Texas. Nothing out of the United States.
So, where in Arizona?
Sun City West.
Did you have friends out there?
I have a sister there.
Oh, okay. Well, we're very happy that you're here. Thanks for helping with the committee. Well, have a good evening.
Rosemary Briner McKee and my husband John. We live here in Waverly, and we live out here at the golf course, so we do a lot of golfing. We've sold our real estate company this year, and I'm retired. John is still working. We try to get out and do some traveling when we can, and spend time with family and friends.
Good. We're very happy that you're helping so much with the reunion. And John, this beautiful golf course and clubhouse, we owe a lot. You were one of the founders. You got it all started. And people here really enjoy this facility. It's beautiful. It's turned out to be a great place, and we always like to come back and see it. So congratulations to you. Thank you.
And the last time I saw you, John, you were planning I think a Florida place this winter. Did you find some place?
We're looking hard right now for a 3-month rental.
Yeah, okay.
That has
I thought maybe you decided.
I heard about last winter's rental. You would have needed a ski mask to negotiate the deal they got down in Florida for all that housing and free golf.
There's a lot of good deals in Florida right
Yeah.
There really are.
We're happy that you're here this evening.
But if we can't find something, we'll come out and stay with you.
Well, we've got places out there, so
play golf out there.
Nice talking with you. Enjoy the evening.
Tell us your name.
George Beebe, my wife Kathleen.
And where do you live?
We currently live in San Diego. We've been there since we got out of the Army in 1970. So it's 41 years. California is almost natives, but we'll never leave the state.
And you used to come back all the time.
We came back. We loved to come back in the summers. We would bring our daughters back when they were about 3 and 6. We started coming back. When they got to be about 13 or 14, they weren't buying into the fact that we said the beaches were closed in the summers out there. They figured, no, we're not going back to Iowa for the summer. But they loved it when they were younger.
Yeah, good.
It's a great place to grow up and live. It's a wonderful spot. We always enjoy coming back. It's a little cool for Kathleen, but
it's a little cool for me. Okay. We thank you, George, for all the contributions you've done to this class, and Kathleen, I don't know how you do it, but you're blessing.
A good statement. Glad to be back. Okay.